I'm the person who told you that my body is dying, a little bit here and there. So that's the impetus for our project, or what we're thinking about. And Team Haptics is sort of around me here. Yes. And so we were thinking about a few questions. One, thinking about the idea of cyborgs and obsolescence of the sensory platforms or technologies. So what happens if the technology becomes obsolete, that you have implanted in oneself? Where do you, or how do you envision going forward with that? Do you envision kind of having to take it out and re-implant? What do you think about time going forward with implants and living a cyborg kind of life?
Yeah, I guess it's part of becoming a cyborg is that the technology gets better and better. So yeah, like I think it keeps changing. I guess it's a process. So now, for example, I have it in my arm, but for me the next step is to put it on my feet. So it's like it keeps evolving also.
It's a body part that keeps evolving during life, and it can either, once you open and close your body, you can open it again. So it's not a big deal to upgrade the chip. I mean, that's something very simple. You just open and close, and then you upgrade yourself. But there's also ways of upgrading your sense, maybe through Bluetooth or through the internet. If your sense is internet enabled, then you can upgrade it without opening and closing your body.
Right. What happens when the internet is gone and we're beyond internet? Seriously.
We're future primitive.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's that's
great.
Then you
have a new body part that gets adapted to it.
But it's like you can have a very simple organ, a sensory organ, but then you are the one developing the sense. So like your eye has been the same since you were born, but you can learn to see new things. One thing is to see, and the other thing is to look. One thing is to hear, the other thing is to listen. The same with this. I can sense color, but then I can extend my sense of color with the same organ. So you don't really need to upgrade technology. You can use your brain differently with the new input. So it's not always technology that needs to upgrade. It's also your brain that needs to process things differently.
So adaptation as well as augmentation in a lot of ways, right?
Yeah, you can have a very simple sensory organ, but then your brain can actually learn to sense more, not the technology.
Excellent. So we had another question. Do you all turn off your senses that you've added? Oh, no? Okay. Do you ever wish that you could?
No, you can always cover it.
Uh-huh.
My eyes or my ears or my nose, but it's not on and off. So all senses are always on. The brain decides which senses to focus on. So that's the work of the brain, not the work of the machine. See, the brain is to learn which senses to focus on. Or if you really need to focus on just one, then you either close a specific sense. But I think all new senses should be always on, like the other ones.
Right. So for me that becomes, oh no, what happens when it's hyperactive and you can't turn it off, right? But that's a whole other kind of question. And so then we were thinking a little bit about this idea of the acceleration of technologies in humans and evolution, and the idea of preparing for this world particularly, or perhaps preparing for a world that we don't know so well yet, like say people going to Mars, right? And what might cyborgism look like on Mars or another place or planet in another environment that doesn't exactly match the one that we have here, and whether we should be preparing for now or then. Yeah?
I think it's good to think about senses that would work not only here but also in space. Like this antenna would work in space because there's no need for air conduction, for example. It also picks up ultraviolets and infrareds. Moon's sensor could also be activated with, connected to other planets, so she would feel the seismic activity of Mars or the Moon. So yes, I think it's nice to think about not only Earth, but also if the sensors that you're creating, would they also work out in space or not. So
Right.
it's good to think about this as
Being
well.
able to carry the 3. Excellent. That was our 3. Thanks so much.
Okay. All right, so that was Stephanie and Team